Hey everybody, we are out in the woods looking for mushrooms today. Gonna see what we find. Hopefully gonna find a few interesting varieties to show you from one of my favourite spots, and I just love being out here in the woods. It's my happy place. I've been doing house viewings today, and it's I've ended up just on the edge of the mountain. God, there's loads of mushrooms everywhere. Right on the bottom of the Rhodopes here is where I've ended up today, so I thought I'm going to come for a little walk in the woods, see if the season has started. We've had a lot of rain, it's quite humid today, we're in the middle of June and this is about the right time. I don't think the evening temperatures have quite got hot enough yet, so this might be a very short video. But I'm going to walk around, see what we find, hopefully show you some things, and if not there'll be another one coming very soon, and I'll show you how to identify chanterelles and porcini mushrooms, one of our favourite things about living around here. One variety that I keep seeing already today, just after a couple of minutes, is these red cap mushrooms here. They're red rasulas. That white on top is just where it's getting old and the cap's splitting now. But I just saw fresh one over here somewhere. Where did I see it? Let's see, where did it go? There it is. Let's pick this guy and I'll show you. Here we go. So this is a red rasula mushroom, and I might have mentioned this in one of my mushroom videos last year. Edible. Not all of them. There's hundreds of varieties of these, and some of them are edible, some of them are classed as not edible, and the best way to tell is to have a little taste and see how spicy it is, if it's mild, if it's very spicy, if it's so red rasula, taste test number one. Let's see how it tastes. Doesn't taste much. Doesn't taste much at all. So the inedible ones are supposed to be quite spicy. I'd say that's definitely not spicy at all, which would indicate that it's absolutely fine to eat. I'm not advising anyone to do this, and I'm probably not going to eat this today, but I'm just building up. You know, it's nice to kind of try these things and experiment, and yeah, I feel a bit more comfortable now about tasting one again. But I'll see what else I find. If I find a whole load of them, then maybe that's enough for a meal, then maybe I'll go for it. But what we're really here for today is the chanterelles and the porcinis. So I'm going to keep looking around and I'll let you know what else I find. I don't know what these are. Look at that colour on that, it's amazing. It's like mouldy on top. There's one there that's been overturned. I wonder if that's a human or an animal, I'm not too sure. And just over here, oh, what have we got here? Another red rasula. That's the same mushroom that I just licked, but much bigger, I think it is anyway. I'm not interested in that. Maybe someone can tell me, I'm interested to know. God, look at this. This is an amanita here. This is a blusher. Could also be a pantherina, which is an extremely poisonous mushroom, and supposedly slightly hallucinogenic if consumed in the right quantities, but we'll be leaving that one there today too. I just had a curious thought about this. Something here has been rummaging around this tree. I don't know if you can really see that very clearly, but something's been digging at the roots. So I wonder if something's been digging for truffles there, if that's a boar maybe. But interested to know anyone else's opinions on what might have done that. Okay, I just stumbled across a patch of chanterelles, super exciting. And this is how hard it is to spot them. Can you see that hiding in there? Hiding in amongst the leaves down here. And these are your chanterelles. They're everywhere. There's a big patch of them here. I'm going to get quite a good load. You see them all around here. You probably can't even see that. Hiding. You can't even see it on the camera. There's one in there. There's some in there. So I'm going to pick these and I'll show you guys what they look like. So take a look at this. These are all chanterelles that I've just found in this little spot just all around here where I first pointed them out to you, and all of these came out from underneath the leaves. This one here is just a beautiful example of classic chanterelle mushroom. You can see there how the gills kind of run down into the stem like that, kind of this golden yellow colour. These have got some kind of slight deformation on top, which I don't know what that's about, but they're chanterelles, and I'll tell you a few ways that you can tell that they are. The one mushroom that's most commonly mistaken with these is the jack-o'-lantern mushroom, and those grow out of dead wood, where these grow out of the earth. So if you're finding them, even if you see them and they appear to be going out the ground and you're not sure, it's always worth checking underneath, especially if you're unfamiliar with this species, and just checking that they're definitely growing out the earth and they're not growing on a dead log that's buried underneath. But the easiest way to tell, I mean, once you're familiar with them and you know where they grow and you know what you're looking for roughly, is to just give it a good smell. And especially when you break that open, but even just like that I can tell they have a real strong smell of apricot, which is interesting for a mushroom. A very fruity, sweet kind of apricot smell. And they don't taste like that, they don't smell like that when you cook them, although they do a little bit sometimes when you first cook them, but they won't taste like that when you eat them. But that is the best way to tell. And that's your chanterelle mushroom. I'm going to take these home, I'm going to cook these up. Lots of garlic from the garden, maybe some other veg from the garden, but this is enough for dinner tonight. As you can see here, we've got loads. So glad I got to show you some of these chanterelle mushrooms. I'm going to call it a day. I've got enough for our dinner tonight, but I'll definitely be coming back here a lot more over the next few weeks and making the most of what the forest has to offer. If you've got any questions, do leave us a comment down below. I'm going to be doing much more of this kind of stuff now because it's the season for mushroom foraging, and I love getting out in the woods and into nature and seeing what's edible. Yeah, we'll do some on the porcini mushrooms soon, hopefully. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much for watching. See you again soon in the next one.